Hello, family. Welcome to a new Frankly Speaking. I am so glad to be back with you all. I want to tell you about a time where I was driving through Indiana with my son and both of my kids, and we were meeting my wife somewhere. And while we were driving down the highway, we were passing these electric poles. And along the line of these electric lines, there were these red spear-like objects every few feet from one another on the electric line. And so my son had never seen that before. And so he asked, "Dad, what are those?" And I'm not a scientist. I don't know. I have no idea what they were. And I told him I didn't know. He said, "Okay, well, how'd they get up there?" I had no idea. I said, "I'm sorry, buddy. I don't know." He said immediately, "Oh, okay. Well, God must have put them there." And it reminded me of another time when we were driving and he looked up and said, "Dad, why is the sky blue?" Of course, I had no idea. He said, "Well, my teacher told me that it reflects the water." He's like, "But that doesn't make sense. I think God did it." Because for my son, if there is something that you could see that you cannot explain, God must have done it. And that rang something within my heart when he said that. Because when I think about our lives, there's some things that you've been through that you cannot explain. There's some situations that you made it out of that you don't know how you made it out of. Or you look back at your life and see the person that you were a few years ago is not the same person that you are right now. And if someone were to ask you, how did that happen? How did you make it out of that? How did you make that change? Can I encourage you that the only explanation there is, God did it. You may not be able to explain what happened, but that explanation is God did. So let me encourage you to know, to acknowledge God in all your ways, because where you are right now compared to where you've been and what you've been through, the only explanation is God did it. I'm Frank, and this is Frankly Speaking.